If you hear the title of this movie called Hitman, you'll probably think this is an action movie. Do not judge a movie by its title because this is not an action movie. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Owen Debricat, and today I'm going to review the latest rom-com / black comedy, Hitman. This movie has been released on Netflix, and this movie is directed by Richard Linklater, who directed such classics like Dazed and Confused and one of my favorite childhood movies, School of Rock, and this movie stars Glen Powell and Adria Arjona. Hopefully I said her name right. A professor moonlighting as a hitman of sorts for his city police department descends into dangerous territory when he finds himself attracted to a woman who enlists his services. Now, I heard positive things about this movie at the festival this movie came out. It came out at some festival last year, and now it's just been released on Netflix, and I like Richard Linklater as a director. I think Dazed and Confused is a classic. It's definitely an iconic movie. And School of Rock. What could go wrong with School of Rock? It is one of my favorite childhood movies. Actually, screw it. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. And from the trailers of this movie, I was interested. I love Glen Powell. He's definitely a rising star right now after Top Gun Maverick. He was Charming Anyone But You, and he's doing Twisters later on this year. So definitely Glen Powell is starting to rise up as a big star right now, and I really do like Glen Powell as an actor. And this movie is also based on a true story, or some sorts. It's inspired by a true story. And I do like this concept. I like the concept of a guy pretending to be a hitman, and it's basically one of those liar type stories that normally I don't like in most films, but somehow Hitman did that very well, actually. If you hear the title of this movie called Hitman, you'll probably think this is an action movie. Do not judge a movie by its title because this is not an action movie. This is definitely a dark comedy / romance movie that I think is developed very, very well. I would say this is a very good romance movie as well. I love the chemistry between Glen Powell and Adria Arjona. I think their chemistry is really spot on in this film because it doesn't feel that cheesy in my personal opinion. I thought their dialogue and stuff feels, in my opinion, very natural. But each of them individually is fantastic, especially Glen Powell. He is definitely becoming a rising star right now. And he definitely shows that in this film. He is so good at playing this professor that somehow does a really good job of pretending to be a hitman, different alter egos, and each alter ego that Glen Powell is playing is really well done in this film. I'm definitely excited to see what he does next because of this film. I think Glen Powell's starting to become more likable as an actor, and he is fantastic in the film. Probably my favorite performance for him so far, even though I did like him in Top Gun Maverick. But also, I do love Adria Arjona in this film as well because her character is not just a love interest. She creates the tension within this liar reveal type story. She basically wants Glen Powell to basically kill her husband because she thinks he's a hitman, basically. So it's one of those liar type stories where you pretend something they're not and it impresses everyone else. It does that unique story very, very well, but she wanted Glen Powell to kill her husband because he's abusive and stuff. And it creates some dark comedy tension between them two, and I thought Adria does a really good job playing the love interest, and I just love their chemistry together. Every time they're together in this film, they're very likable together. It shows that actors have pretty good chemistry on screen. But like I said, this movie is one of those liar type stories. You know, like movies about someone pretending to be someone they're not, and they're kind of playing along with it because everyone else thinks that person is that person, and then things go a little bit too far. And normally I don't like those stories, but like I said, this movie does that really, really well. There are some intense moments where I'm like, oh shit. Oh no, Glen Powell, you're basically screwed in this film. It definitely grits my attention because there is a reason why Glen Powell is doing this, basically. And when he falls in love with this woman, he's kind of stuck in this type of situation. And I thought that aspect and the intensity of this film is performed very, very well. Each moment of Hitman, I was actually really intrigued in. Richard Linklater definitely directed this movie very, very well. And this is one of those films that I feel like it would have done well in the box office in theaters. Because this feels like a film that is just completely fresh, completely new. And it's one of those romance movies that I actually did enjoy. It's not one of those Nicholas Sparks type romance movies. This movie is a romance movie with a very original concept within it. A unique way to tell some type of concept that we've seen many times before, but it's just developed very, very well in this film. And I think the rest of the cast is great. The comedy of the film, the dark comedy, is actually really well done in the film, but the intent of the film is there as well. I would say, guys, overall, check Hitman out. This movie is definitely a fun time for me. This is one of those liar type reveal stories that I think it's done very, very well. I love the chemistry between Glen Powell and Adria Arjona. I think their chemistry is really well done, and Adria Arjona, man, I just gotta say, what a woman. Man, she's actually really attractive in this film. But I love the dark comedy aspects. I love the intense drama as well. This film definitely has everything you wanted for a film like this. And man, Richard Linklater, welcome back, man. I just loved how you directed this movie and how this movie was written. It's definitely a smart movie. It's one of those movies that you think the title is that, but the film turns out much different than you think it's going to be. And I thought it's developed very, very well. So I would say, guys, for Hitman, I would say definitely go stream this movie. Definitely check this movie out. This is definitely a fun time, and definitely this is a movie that I feel like Glen Powell is definitely going to places. So guys, that is my review for Hitman. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. And I have a big announcement to tell you guys. I have another movie franchise leading to a movie type reviews. I've done Mad Max. Now, leading up to my most anticipated movie of the year, Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm going to review every single X-Men movie, including Deadpool, leading up to Deadpool and Wolverine. I love the X-Men franchise, so I cannot wait to revisit the X-Men franchise. So yep, I'm definitely reviewing from the first movie till, I would say, X-Men Apocalypse. I'm still trying to figure out like which ones I have reviewed on this channel in the past or which ones I want to re-review. So definitely I'm going to start with the original X-Men trilogy. So look forward to those reviews, guys. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a nice day.